Celestine, the talking cat, had caught a bunch of squirrels with her claws and lightning-fast reflexes. And then she puffed up, her perfumed tail fluffed to its fullest, and demanded that the head chef of the royal kitchens in Versailles cede the premises to her and become her sous chef for the day, so that she could prepare squirrel pie for her master, His Majesty, King Louis XIV. And she, the royal cat, would serve the dish as an appetizer to the king with her own paws. She demanded that the royal chef bake the squirrels into a pie, the succulent squirrel meat, finely diced carrots, celery, onions and potatoes, prepared in a cream sauce with white wine and a hint of nutmeg. To slight the royal cat was unthinkable, as she was a proud creature who could have him demoted merely by whispering malicious rumours about him directly to the king. On the other hand, the capricious cat was also known to whisper accolades to the king about anyone she favoured. Later that evening, in the king's private chambers, the cat curled up on Louis XIV's lap as he digested his splendid meal and purred an astonishing plan to him, her eyes narrowing into sinister slits gleaming with ambition. She herself would engineer the downfall of the sickly and inept Carlos II of Spain, after ensuring that his already precarious health failed entirely by delivering to him a fatal scratch with her claws dipped in the blood of a plague victim, delivering the plague directly into his bloodstream, and septicemic plague was always fatal within a day or two. And then replace Carlos II on Spain's throne with none other than the king's own distant cousin, a certain young Madame de Habsburg Bourbon. Being young and unmarried, Louis would be free to court her hand in marriage, thus bringing the crown of Spain under his direct control. "By my claws and cunning, Spain shall be yours," she purred ominously. Celestine's words sent chills down his back. "Your Majesty, I am a cat, a creature designed by nature to kill my prey. A mouse, a squirrel, a king, it makes little difference to a cat, Your Majesty. My soul is not bound by scripture, nor are feline souls welcome in heaven. I do not fear the judgment of the divine, for the Almighty himself designed cats to be efficient predators, nor do I concern myself with the morality of humans. My only concern is your pleasure, your satisfaction. If by my claws I can bring you Spain, then that is what I shall do." Celestine travelled to Madrid, carried by French emissaries in her cosy basket across the Pyrenees, to be presented as a marvel, a talking cat, to Carlos II, on the pretext that a cat reciting clever and flattering verses might entertain the ailing monarch. She would leap into the air, perform tricks, innocently purr at him and allow herself to be petted. That evening, after dark, she stealthily visited a peasant's hovel to dip her sharp claws in plague-ridden blood. Returning to the palace through a window, she scratched the Spanish king on his heel as he lay sleeping, and then she simply leapt out the window again and vanished, silently returning to Versailles. Those who treated the body of the deceased Carlos II were also exposed to the plague. Soon, the palace saw the deaths of many of their most influential nobles, especially those who had stood closest to the king, while many others fled in terror to their distant estates. But plague was a scourge not unknown in these parts, deemed to be of natural origins, and it would not be attributed to a cat.